We have never used long-range weapons on very important targets, on the territory of Russia, American weapons. This is important. We use various weapons that have decent long-range capabilities, but it was purely, I would say, in the combat zone. Yes, so, or preparations for corresponding combat missions from the side of the Russian Federation. I want to thank all the leaders of Europe, the European Union. Thank you for today. Pressure is also sanctions. Today there is a strong result, the 19th package. We are very grateful. And also pressure is the sanctions of Europe and the whole world. We thank the United States for yesterday's package and President Trump for the energy sanctions. Also pressure is weapons and air defense, and especially for us during such massive attacks, systems and missiles are very important. We want to thank everyone who joined the Pearl program, thanks to which we receive purchase from the United States of America missiles for Patriots. And today we are grateful to Finland and Spain for joining this program. You know it. By the way, it's not a secret. You know that we used some benefits on these assets. Also, the way to this decision using benefits on these assets, Russian frozen assets, was also long and not simple. But we made these decisions in unity. This is important. Then it's understandable now when we use, for example, what we had, about 3 billion, something like this, each year, and it could be useful for us, and it was useful. But you know, in this war, in this technical war, it is difficult, not enough. And if Russia brought war to our land, and they have to pay for this war, in any case, one of the ways to pressure on them, and by the way, they afraid very much that Europe will make this union decision. And of course, one of the ways is to use frozen assets. And between us, not only on humanitarian things. Yes, because they attack us. We need to defend and answer. If we don't want to give them possibility to win, not only defend. Yes, and that's why, as I said, that we are today can be closely to this great decision to use frozen assets in one or another way. For today, it doesn't matter, and it's early to speak what we will allow or will not. The main thing that today, I hope, God bless, that now there is, they have meeting and the EU leaders, and I hope that they will make political decision, positive decision in one or another way to help Ukraine with funds, yes, basing on frozen assets. And of course this is a big deal. I don't know who writes what. We have never used long-range weapons on very important targets, on the territory of Russia, American weapons. This is important. We use various weapons that have decent long-range capabilities, but it was purely, I would say, in the combat zone. Yes, so, or preparations for corresponding combat missions from the side of the Russian Federation. And therefore, Crimea and the East are Ukraine. And we cannot talk about the use of this or that weapon, not only of Ukrainian production on the territory of Crimea, as if it were on the territory of Russia. No, it is on temporarily occupied territory. The result of this meeting, what can I say? And we'll not go to details. So the result of this meeting, we have sanctions on Russian energy. We don't have meeting in Hungary without Ukraine. And we have not yet Tomahawks. That's it. This is the result. I think not bad.
We will see. I don't know, really. Each day brings something. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. We will have Tomahawks. I don't know. Very difficult question. Yeah, really. About the swaps, sometimes we call it swaps, but I agree with some of my friends and partners. It's not the swap when you exchange your territory on your territory. This is the first. It's not the swap when you exchange nothing to your territory. I mean, this is just wishes of somebody. I don't know why. So, I mean, it means that, look, Russians will not get some additional land if you will go back from your land. It's not swap, something crazy. I don't know what does it mean. And we don't like swap. In any case, we will not recognize swap on our territory. It's about our sovereignty. It's not acceptable. China is a very difficult question, really complicated. We don't have even permanent dialogue with Xi Jinping. And we had some phone conversations, and he said to me that he will not sell weapons. And I know nothing about really packages of weapons. But I know one thing. China helps Russia, doesn't help Ukraine, and not interested in our victory and in Russia losing, to my mind. And it's not only my mind. I think that's mostly countries who understand what's going on with relations, China, United States, and Russia, and Europe, yes. So understand the same things. I think so. So they are not interested, yes. Europe has to be strong. They are not interested in unity between USA and Europe, and they are not interested in weak Russia. And that's why I think that they help Russia.